I'm photographer David Bergman, and this is 2-Minute Tips for Adorama TV. Today's tip is about protecting your images by backing them up. It doesn't matter if you're a professional photographer, a hobbyist, or you just really love taking selfies. Nobody wants to lose their digital images. There's a lot of things that could cause you to lose your digital photos. Things like theft, a natural disaster, or even good old-fashioned data corruption. This doesn't only apply to photos. You need to have a backup strategy in place and do it all the time so that you don't have any unwanted surprises. I highly recommend the 3-2-1 backup strategy. 3 copies, 2 separate devices, and 1 off-site. Why do you need 3 copies? Well, if it's something you really care about, you need multiple copies. Having it on your computer and your camera card is just not enough. Having your images on 2 separate hard drives next to each other is not going to work. You need to have the original file and at least 2 separate backups. Okay, so why do you need your images on 2 separate devices? Well, if you have 2 copies of a picture on the same hard drive and that hard drive dies, you're pretty much dead in the water. By having them on 2 separate physical devices, with one dies, you can just plug in the other and keep working like nothing happened. With hard drives, it's not a matter of if they go bad, it's when they'll go bad. Lastly, you really need to have one version off-site. Sure, it's nice to have 2 hard drives in your office, but what happens if there's a theft or a fire or a flood? You're going to lose everything. Back in the day, I used to ship a hard drive to my mother's place out of state and rotate it regularly, so I always had that backup. These days, we have great cloud options like Backblaze, PhotoShelter, Dropbox, or Amazon. So use one of those and set it to automatically back up so you're always covered. Look, no backup strategy is completely foolproof, but if your images are important to you, you'll use the 3-2-1 method and minimize the risk of losing those important files, including all of those selfies. Thanks for joining me today on Adorama TV. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos, follow me on social media @David Bergman, and go to the Adorama Learning Center for lots of other great tricks and tips.